Okay, guys, so good afternoon, and I hope you are doing well. And let's start today's topic, not topic, basically, yeah. So I'm very happy and excited to start the session. Not session, bro, you are not a teacher, you are just practitioner, or you are just trying to learn it. Okay, let me try to improve my facial expression as well because I'm laughing too much and I'm not doing the stuff that is necessary. Okay, so let's begin. Let me be serious. No, I can't be serious. I'm not in ICU. Okay. So today is day 5 of English speaking and listening reading. So we are going to start soon, but before that, as usual, we are going to discuss more on self-reflection, what we are doing here, and why I'm daily coming and speaking in and trying to improve my English. The reason is nowadays English is very important to, and it's like people are using it as their native language. So if you want to uh, be part of progression, then you should also learn English. Yeah, it's necessary nowadays if you see. So basically, I'm a working professional, but my English is not working professional. So I need to improve it, and that's why I basically I started recording videos so that I'll see what mistakes I am making and I can improve them. So that is the reason for, and also I'll be having history of what I did in the past. That's why if you see in my channel there are some DSA videos. I also am okay. Actually, I a few minutes back only I did lunch, so that's why it's burping. Burp. I got burp. Yeah. Okay. My nose is. It feels like I'm getting cold little bit of, but the weather is too hot, man. So yeah. Okay. So, what is the topic of day? It's random. Just we are going to ask Gemini. Here I'm using Gemini, and you can use Google Chrome and simply use AI mode, and then just ask for an article, and you can read it aloud. Read it out loud. Read it out loud. Yeah, I believe that is correct. So for speaking part, I'm using PeerUp, and yesterday I connected with a girl. Now the reason is like I got one elite pass. So in PeerUp they are providing some elite pass. Normally you can purchase subscription where you will get elite. Uh, Basically but if you are pro member, then they are providing some time elite pass. Maybe they are just giving you a teaser that you can connect with opposite gender. So I just utilized. Actually, one more time I clicked or maybe activated the pass, but I never used it. But yesterday I thought let's connect with someone, and I connected. And to be honest, uh, before connecting to her or before connecting, my heart was racing too quickly. Yeah, too frequently. Okay, so my heart was racing. So I said simply like my to be honest, my heart was racing before the call, and she was very polite. And yeah, so basically she is a teacher by profession. I asked her, what do you do for living? She said she is a teacher. So I said okay. So I asked, uh, which class student do you teach? She said she is teaching for to kids, maybe. Yeah, so if you know Anganwadi, maybe not. She is not a government teacher, she is a private teacher. But I'm just taking you example like how uh, Anganwadi workers teach to the kids in the similar fashion, but in private school. She is a teacher. So she was talking only. I was just listening. I was l- because she was telling her story of a school, like there is a caretaker along with her that is working in the like working or maybe supporting to kids, but sometimes she take over to him. Not him here, to her maybe. She, due to her polite nature, she take advantage of her. So she was telling about that, like sometimes. So I said, and at last she asked my opinion. So I said sometime it's necessary to be little based on the nature of person that is in front of you. You should change your attitude or behavior accordingly. Otherwise, especially in our country, people, if you are too polite or kind to people, they think you are weak, and that is biggest problem. Especially, suppose, let me tell you more stories about it. For example, if you have four wheeler, you think you are privileged person, not a privileged, basically. If someone someone has someone have four wheeler, or maybe yeah, so they think people have a misconception, or maybe yeah, perception that the person who owns a four wheeler is a rich person and has power, and they are using it as a symbol of power. Yeah. So but if you are rich but you are not owning bike, you are using public transport, it feels, people think you are a poor person, maybe. So it's mentality, problem of mentality. It's in the same way, I'm just taking an example of it. Maybe if you are using Thar or something, some sort of bike, then people are not uh, yeah, or maybe Thar or your bullet. Bolt, people say bolt. So yeah, people sometimes use it for just to showcase power, not to uh, not as they are using it as a symbol of power, or yeah, power. Maybe you have seen if Mirzapur. So in the same way, maybe I'm not able to able no, bro, what are you saying? I'm fumbling. Why? Maybe I'm not little nervous. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So maybe I'm little nervous. So let's jump to the screen. Maybe yeah. Maybe what? Maybe bro, you have to learn English. I need to speak fluent, and for that I need to be a good listener. And for that we are using 6 minutes of BBC Learning. Okay, it's like I'm promoting something, but I'm happy. At least I'm presenting myself in front of camera, and that's okay. You are accepting your mistake. My nose is blocking. Okay, if anyone is watching till here, you are also stupid like me. That's why you like not liking. Okay, so let's move to the topic, and we'll try to basically we'll focus on the learning part, and let me start screen recording, and then what we are going to will start with. So let me tell you the, if you are watching for the first time, so we are going to cover three sections. First is the reading part, where we are going to ask AI to generate topic and article for 5 minutes of learning. And so 12 into 5, it will generate around 600 of words, and it assumes like you can read 120 words per minute. So accordingly it will generate around 600 words of paragraph, and then we are going to read it, and whatever the vocabs will be there, it's going to highlight, and we can learn the vocab first, and then we can read the article. So then I'm going to read the article, and after that we are going to practice it, not that part article, but we are going to have a conversation with AI. And after that we are going to perform listening section. That is also important. If you want to be a good communicator, then you should be good at you should be a good listener as well. So yeah, so I'm like a person who is reading news and DD news, the old category of person, category of man. Man. Man is used for plural, man is used for, actually, to be honest, I wasn't aware of it maybe 1 or 2 years back, maybe 1 year back. I thought, why are people using woman? It's woman, but woman is a plural, and woman is for woman is for a single woman, and for multiple humans, women's plural, woman, and men, man, same way. There's so much to learn. And yeah, and today I just changed my regular pattern. That's why I'm recording it little late, and because till 3 o'clock or 3 p.m. I was reading a book. I after waking up in the morning, or you can say in the in the noon. I just started like after fresh and all, uh, like yeah. So after like wake up and fresh, I went to washroom, or I rushed to washroom, and taking shower and all, I started learning this detox, dopamine detox, and here just I completed this book. So that's very good thing for the day. Or this is the one thing that I did today, and it is very good. So I'm quite happy that I today I did something different, and I tried to approach some in a different way. But here I'm just fumbling. I spent 10 minutes of duration, but today I'm little nervous. I don't know why, but yeah, I feel nervous little bit. If you see my face, yeah, not nervous, but my nose is blocking, so it's disturbing me, and I'm going to. Okay, so let me start screen recording, and you can see Command Shift 5 as usual, and here we go. Start. If you can see, I'm in the Chrome window, and yeah, and here we are going to click on AI mode, and it will see, it will open up AI mode, and here you can see, if you click if you click on hamburger icon, you will get this window, this toggle window. You can do this, and you can click on AI mode history, and here I believe the top one is the latest one, or maybe where you had a conversation recently. Okay, so we already covered. Now let me ask, can you create for today another article? So just wait for a minute, and it will generate. Not even minute is too high. Okay, so it's just it is appreciating. Yeah, so it just appreciated me that you are on fire. Doing 5 in 1 day is in, huh? 5 in 1 day is incredible dedication. Last one, for this last one, let's talk about emotional intelligence. Great. So the article is, title of article is importance of emotional intelligence. Okay, self awareness means conscious knowledge of one's. Okay, let me see, where is my notebook. You see, I am using notebook. I filled it so much. Oh, not so much, it's a little bit. Okay guys, so let me use my pen. It's Butterflow or what? Madex? No, I don't know. Montex? I don't know. I'm using it for the first time, I believe. So when I came here, at that time I purchased it. After that, I bought some pens from my hometown, and then, how to say, yeah, so brought them here. So I'm using those pens. Those are like use and throw, but this one I purchased it at the starting, and nowadays I'm using it. So you can see I'm unboxing the pen, and here you go, here we go. And you can use this pen, and let me say the benefits of pen. So it's not just pen. Okay, let suppose I have to sell it, then how I'm going to sell it? So let me say it's product launch, and I'm just trying to launch a product. So hi guys, we are going to introduce a most intelligent and uh, use and most people use it, and that is a pen. It's not just a pen, it's a future of so many people's, and its importance is beyond an ink and beyond a normal pen. If it depends on the user and where it is being used, it has so much power. Suppose if Judge is using this pen, I don't know whether Judge uses this pen. I believe they once they write the judgment, or once they did the judgment, they use nib pen or old type of pen because I feel like they after judgment they broke the pen or they broke the nib of pen. Okay, but let's assume it is you being used by just then the value of signature you can understand from the pen, and if it is you being used by a student, it's going to write their future. It depends on how much practice you are doing using pen. It decides your future, and also it can be used by a doctor and who is going to write your write about your health, medicines and all. So the value of pen is too much, and not too much, it's marvelous, or maybe you can say it's the value of a pen is incredible. You can't even imagine what the value of a pen. But I'll suggest you to utilize the pen with its full value and have a practice and do a practice a lot. I don't know, I feel like today I'm not speaking perfectly. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happen. Yeah, sometimes it happen. Okay, my nose is blocking. I don't know why, and that's why I'm disturbed. Little bit of disturbed, but neither weakness nor sickness and even is going to stop me. And same for you. If you are watching here, just be positive and you are going to rock. And I believe you will be successful one day, if not today. Wishing you all the best, guys. Okay, so let's read about the self awareness. First is conscious knowledge of one's own character, feeling, and motives. I know it. Overwhelmed means feeling buried or pressured or by too many tasks or intense emotions. Maybe overwhelmed. I used it, and I maybe we can use it like yesterday I had so much work, and because of that, like at the end, I felt overwhelmed. Resilience means uh, okay, resilience means the capacity to recover quickly from difficult toughness, and we use this word resilience in the cloud. If you say if something failed, what due to some unwanted event on or unprecedented events, so how it's going to rise again from the failures, that is nothing but resilience, the capacity of recovery from some sort of unprecedented event. For example, if you are using a computer or device, so if some sort of power failure, maybe you have UPS and you are using that for the resilience purpose. So yeah, optimistic means you are hopeful and confident about the future. Positive. Conflict, serious disagreement or argument. Sometimes it's very difficult to understand based on this, but I know conflict means uh, differences between two people's disagreement, perspective, a particular attitude towards or way of regarding something, uh, a point of view. I think today I'm not going to get any meanings. Basically, these are all simple one. Optimistic, be optimistic or something. Self-awareness, optimistic, and resilience. Optimistic, resilience, overwhelmed, conflict, perspective. The importance of emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? IQ. Is it intelligence? While men, okay, let me start reading part. While many people focus on their IQ, intelligent quotient, to achieve success, EQ or emotional intelligence is often more important in the long run. EQ is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions while also being able to influence the emotions of others. A key part of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. This means being able to identify exactly how you feel and why. For instance, instead of just feeling bad, a person with high EQ might realize that they realize they are actually feeling overwhelmed by a heavy workload. Once you name the emotion, it becomes much easier to manage. Okay. Another vital component in resilience life is full is resilience. Another vital component is resilience. Life is full of setbacks and failures. But people with high emotional intelligence don't let these moments crush their spirit. Okay. Instead, they view challenges as opportunity to learn, opportunities to learn. They remain optimistic even when things go wrong, which helps them stay motivated to keep trying. Finally, emotional intelligence involves social skills such as ability to resolve conflicts peacefully instead of getting angry during an argument. An emotionally intelligent person stays calm and tries to see the situation from other person's perspective. By doing this, they build stronger, healthier relationship at work and at home. Okay, so emotional intelligence and here perspective resilience. I'll use it. Uh, I got the article. So basically, they are discussing about, or basically, the let me try to summarize the article. Emotional intelligence person is nothing but person, not nothing but basically a person who is uh, able to tackle situations. So has high resilience, have high resilience. Maybe for example, let me take example of me. Here I'm just feeling nervous, but still I'm staying and I'm trying to face the problems or not consequences. Consequences is incorrect word. So I'm ready to um I'm showing resilience. Okay, one of yeah, and I'm little optimistic. Not little, but I'm optimistic, and I feel like I'll do it. No problem. So yeah, and even if you are worried and tensed, then just believe in yourself and you will rock. Actually, I'm doing so much self reflection, or I'm presenting you so much reflection. So, here, if you see, so we have covered. Now, I'll go jump to the speaking part. To be honest, sometimes we see a hard time, and that is today for me. My nose is blocking. Also, I feel little what? Let me open speaking part because today we'll finish quickly. Okay, let me start. Talk about childhood memory, family, and relationships. Bro, for that I need to have relationship. Practice to argue. Okay, I need your opinion. Let's start.
Hey, Dark, it's great to meet you. I'm curious, what's on your mind today?
Hey Arya, it's great to meet you too. And I'm good, curious what we are going to discuss today. So can you suggest me topic, or maybe I need your opinion on a topic? Which one will fit to discussion?
I'm glad you're curious. How about we talk about hobbies? I think it's interesting to learn what people enjoy doing in their free time. What do
Yeah,
you
but
think about
I
that?
believe we already discussed about it. So hobbies are not going to help us. Maybe let's just choose a random topic and we are going to discuss about it. So, by the way, the topic is I need your opinion. So let me ask you. Uh, Suppose there is a girl and she is asking me about my opinion. Then, and I listen her story. I listened her story. So and now she is asking for me my opinion and I'm unable to express my feelings, not the feelings basically here, if you say.
Oh, I see. It can be tough to express your feelings sometimes.
It
In
took
my
wrong
view, it's
syntax.
important to take a moment to gather your thoughts before responding. You can say, "That's interesting, I think," to start sharing your opinion. What do you think about that?
Can you come again? I think I did not get it properly.
Of course, if someone asks for your opinion, take a moment to think. You can start by saying, "That's interesting, I think," to share your feelings. Does that make sense to you?
No, it is not making sense. Shall we start? Let me say, I'll tell you a story, maybe what I discussed yesterday in a publication, and you have to help me in reshaping my English, or you can say improving my presentation skill or storytelling skill. So for that, so maybe I'm just taking a role of a storyteller, and now I'm just presenting you my story.
That's great. I would love to help you with your storytelling skills. Please go ahead and share your story, and I'll give you feedback to improve your English. What story would you like to tell?
Okay, I'll create a fictional story on the spot, and you have to. I need your opinion on that. Huh? So, are you ready for it?
Absolutely, I'm ready for your story. Go ahead and share it, and I'll give you my opinion afterward.
Okay. So, few months back, I met a friend. Uh, like we met first time we met in college, and after that, I met for the first like after uh, coming out from college, we met for the first time, and we had dinner in the evening, and after that, like we went to our homes. And few days back, I got call again from him. Now it's very difficult to think
Oh,
on
nice
this spot
start. You're
story.
sharing a meaningful experience.
Let me
You can
blend
say,
something
"A
here.
few months ago, I met a friend for the first time since college. We had dinner
Since
together
college.
and then went home. A few days later, I received a call. How did the call go? What happened next?"
Let me blend something. Okay, so he called me again, and like he called me, and we just had a general conversation, and then he started telling, like, bro, I'm working on this company, and I just wanted to meet and can we meet again, and I'm going to tell you about the company, and I'll meet I'll give you chance, or maybe uh, I
You're really close, just a small change here. He called me again, and we had a general conversation. Then he said, "I'm working at this company, and I want to meet again to tell you about it and give you a chance." That sounds interesting. What do you think about his offer?
Okay, so he said, let me try to rephrase it again. So, since college, we met for the first time. Since college, we met for the first time, and we had good conversation, or we had a good discussion. After that, we went for dinner, and after dinner, we came back to home, and he went to his home, and few weeks later, I got call from him, and he asked me to come and attend a meeting that is
You're doing
organized
well.
by
Here's
his
a clearer
company.
way to say it. Since college, we met for the first time. We had a good discussion and then went to dinner. After dinner, we went home, and later I received a call from him. What did he say during the call?
So during the call, he said like the company where I'm working is organizing a seminar near to your city. So will you be able to come and join us? And I'll let you meet my senior colleagues and all, and maybe I'll give you more information about my company where I'm working and all in the seminar.
That's great. Here's a clearer way to express that. During the call, he said the company he works for is organizing a seminar near the university. He asked if I could join, meet his senior colleagues, and learn more about the company. How do you feel about attending the seminar?
So yeah, so at starting I thought maybe I can say no, but he's my friend, so simply I said okay, I'll come and join the seminar. So after that we dropped off from call, or maybe we just cut the call. And the day when seminar was there, I reached to the location, and I found the seminar was about multi-level marketing. And I was quite unhappy with the seminar because it was about like you have to join three people. So they were telling like you.
Oh, wow, you're sharing a nice experience. Here's a clearer way to say it. At first, I thought about saying no, but since he is my friend, I said yes to join the seminar. After we ended the call, I arrived at the location on the day of the seminar. I found out it was about multi level marketing, and I was happy because it was about joining three more people. What did you think about the seminar?
No, in the seminar they were discussing like I got someone got BMW after joining the company, just where they left the job and all. So they were discussing, and to be honest, I wasn't quite happy with it. So I thought maybe it's about something else, but they were discussing about multi-level marketing and all, and I don't like it. So at that time I haven't said anything, or and I just came back to home. But after that I got call from the person or from the friend, and he was asking whether you are going to join or not. And he again started this is the problem here.
Oh no, I
It is
understand how you
already
felt.
taking the
Here's a
input, and
clearer way
in
to
between it
express
is
that. During
interrupting.
the seminar, they talked about how someone got a BMW after joining the company. I wasn't happy with it because I thought it was about something else. I didn't say anything and went home. Later, my friend called, asking if I would join or not. What did you tell him?
I said no. Actually, I need to discuss with my family and all. Uh, so I tried to uh, say no, but he wasn't listening me. He said simply just join, bro, and here we are going to get rich and all. And after that, I just dropped the call because I can't say no. It's very difficult to say no to someone, but uh, so that's why I felt bad at the time. So actually, to be honest, this is
That's
a story of a
understandable.
person
Here's
who
a
was my
clearer way to
roommate
say it.
in,
I
uh,
said no, that I
I think
needed to discuss it
six
with my
seven years back,
family.
and
I tried to
once when
decline,
I
but he
was
kept
in college.
insisting, saying we would
So
get rich. It was hard for me to say no, so I ended the call. It sounds like a tough situation. How do you feel about what happened?
yeah, actually, I felt very bad because he hasn't told me like we are organizing a seminar, and he is working in an MLM company, or he is just trying to do market. It's like it's some sort of marketing business where we. So the problem with the MLM was like they were selling the products at a very high price, and it's not beneficial for the end users. They are getting the commission in between, but what about they are telling like they are not using, they are using mouth advertise, and they are getting, because of that they don't use any
Oh
advertise and
no, I'm
all.
sorry to hear that. Here's a clearer way to express that. I felt bad because he didn't tell me it was an MLM company. The problem with MLM is that they sell products at very high prices, which aren't beneficial for users in India. They earn commissions, but they rely on word of mouth advertising. It sounds frustrating. What do you think you might say to your friend next time?
Actually, I blocked his number, so I don't know. uh, because I don't want to join. And he was chasing quite. He was like he was trying to manipulate, not manipulate, but yeah, he just wanted to like he just wanted deliberately to join the company. Today, I don't know
I
what
understand your
went wrong.
feelings. Here's a clearer way to say it. I blocked his number because I didn't want to join. He seemed to be pushing me to join the company. It's okay to set boundaries. How do you feel about your decision to block him?
Yeah, I did not want to block him, but he deliberately wanted me to join the company. So I do not I don't have any options. I can't say directly no to him, or Yeah, so I felt it's better to block him instead of, because it's very difficult for me to say no to someone or something.
That's understandable. Here's a clearer way to say it. I didn't want to block him, but he was deliberately trying to get me to join the company. I felt it was better to block him because it's hard for me to say no. It's okay to protect yourself. What do you think you'll do if he tries to contact you again?
Yeah, next time if he will try to contact me from another number, then I'll simply say no instead of blocking again and again. That's very unprofessional way. And he ultimately he was my roommate in the past.
That sounds like a good plan. Here's a clearer way to say it. Next time, if he contacts me from another number, I will just say no instead of blocking him again. It feels unprofessional, especially since he was my roommate in the past. It's important to be honest. How do you feel about being firm with him?
Sorry, can you come again? How do you
Of
feel?
course, here's a clearer way to say it. Next time, if he contacts me from another number, I will just say no instead of blocking him again. It feels unprofessional, especially since he was my roommate in the past. Being honest can help. How do you feel about being firm with him?
What is the meaning of firm with him? I did not know it.
Firm with him means to be strong and clear in your decision. It means you will say no confidently without any hesitation. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes sense. So definitely, l- I felt like I should have responded with uh, strong no, or maybe I just have given my opinion to the him instead of blocking. Might be our relation, our bond will would be more strong instead of just breaking it abruptly.
That's a thoughtful reflection. Here's a clearer way to say it. I feel I should have responded with a strong no or shared my opinion instead of blocking him. It could have made our relationship stronger instead of ending it abruptly. That's a good insight. What do you think you might say to him if you talk again?
Ah, okay. If I'll talk again, I'm gonna just say, bro, I don't want to join the company and stop chasing for the company. But yeah, we'll continue our. If you need anything, or maybe we'll continue the. We are not going to uh, disturb our relation or our bond with a company because of a company. Yeah, do not know.
That's a great approach. Here's a clearer way to say it. I will tell him, I don't want to join the company, so please stop chasing me about it. But I want to continue our friendship and not let a company disturb our bond. That sounds very respectful. How do you feel about having that conversation?
Yeah, I haven't thought more much about it. Yeah, but I just told you my opinion. So can we wrap up for the day? Actually, I'm not feeling confident. I don't know why, but if it feels like I'm not improving, and yeah, so let's wrap up for the day. Maybe I'll practice more and I'll come back with more strong self-reflection and resilience.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling this way. It's completely normal to have ups and downs. Remember, every practice is a step toward improvement. I'm proud of your efforts today. Would you like to continue this conversation later?
Yes, we'll continue it later. Thank you so much and bye bye.
You're welcome. I'm glad we talked today. Keep practicing, and I'll be here whenever you're ready to chat again. Goodbye and take care.
Bye bye. Man, I don't know. What happened to me? What happened to me? Happened. Oh, I stopped the screen recording or what? Let me go to the. I believe it is stopped. Command Shift 5. Let me record it. So here we go. Now we are going to listen. I don't know why I am feeling bad today. I was quite happy, but after now after starting recording, I'm fumbling, bro. So now I'm just going to talk to my future version, or maybe suppose I'm future version, and now I just want to instruct the present version of me. So I just wanted to say, keep grinding, keep practicing, and don't lose your hope. Every step that we take is the result of final. Basically, whatever step we are taking in the present are going to reflect tomorrow. So don't be nervous, be confident, and you will rock. No one wants to be friend of a stupid person, to be friend of a weak person. So always be strong and have resilience and to bounce back. So this is for the present version. Okay, so let's begin. And let me give 1 minute. Sleep fan is off. Just turned off fan, and because of that, I feel little bit of humidity. But that is not the reason of underconfident or what. So here we go, and let's begin again. Listening part, and I'll focus completely on it. So I feel like when I'm reading a book, I see a lot of different meanings there, which I don't know. So it's good way to improve your vocabs. Because if you see, I found so many when I was reading this 50, 60 pages of book, 50, 60 pages book. I found like there 20, 30 meanings, different vocabs. And here we go. Now we are going to start the record. Let me start. And here we go. So 6 minutes of BBC learning. 6 minutes English BBC. Okay. Exercise for the lazy.
6 Minute English from bbclearningenglish.com.
Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil.
And I'm Sam. Did you make any New Year's resolutions this year, Neil? They're promises that you make to yourself to do something positive in the coming year. And now that we're into February, it's getting harder to keep those promises.
Yes, the same promises I make every year, Sam, to exercise more and get fit. But I'm too lazy to go running on cold winter mornings. I'd rather stay in bed.
Are you feeling out of shape after Christmas like Neil? Maybe you want to be more active but can't find the time. If so, this program is for you.
Yes, in this lazy person's guide to exercise, we'll be asking what is the least amount of exercise someone can get away with doing while still staying healthy. And of course, we'll be learning some useful vocabulary as well.
Of course, any exercise is better than none. Structured exercise, activities like going to a fitness class or swimming are great, but if that's not possible, we'll be hearing about small changes you can make that will help as well.
Which is good news because fewer and fewer of us are doing what the UK government recommends, 30 minutes of moderate exercise a day. In fact, the government recently downgraded its recommendations because so few Brits were following it. So, Sam, according to new government advice, what is the minimum number of steps we should walk every day to stay healthy? Is it A, 5,000 steps, B, 10,000 steps, or C, 20,000 steps?
I'll say A, 5,000 steps per day.
Okay, Sam, we'll find out the answer at the end of the program. Someone else who's interested in how little exercise he can do is BBC reporter James Gallagher. Here's James speaking with sports physiologist Dr. Zoe Sainer after Zoe had been monitoring James's fitness while running on a treadmill for BBC Radio 4 programme Inside Science.
But I also know you do regularly try and do structured exercise.
So just so we're clear, my structured exercise training is going for a swim once a week.
Generally, that's fantastic. I guess my question to you would be, how hard do you push yourself when you go swimming?
Not as hard as the treadmill.
Well, I think the big thing, if we come back to this question of what is the least I can do, there's clear evidence that if you want to do shorter exercise sessions, they need to be of a higher intensity, right?
So there's a trade-off.
Zoe says that if you don't have much time to exercise, it's okay to do shorter sessions as long as you push yourself. Try harder and put more effort into what you're doing. If you can swim a length in 40 seconds, push yourself to swim it in 35.
That means exercising harder, of course, but for a shorter time. In other words, there's a trade-off. You accept the disadvantages of something in order to get the benefit it brings.
Another problem for many people is that their job is sedentary. It involves little exercise or physical activity. Zoe thinks it's important that office workers who sit down all day also find time to exercise. Here she shares her tips with BBC Radio 4 programme Inside Health.
Especially people who have office jobs, are sat down all day, we then look at some of the easy wins. So active travel. And even if that's parking a little bit further away, one of the exciting areas in the literature that's coming out at the moment is actually walking faster. So if you have no time to suddenly do 10,000 steps a day, can we get you to do 5,000 steps faster? Will we see an improvement on your health? Yes, we will see an improvement on your health, especially over a longer period of time. The big focus around short, sharp exercise sessions is you get more bang for your buck.
Zoe's suggestions for active travel, things like walking from the car and using the stairs instead of the lift, are easy wins, tasks that are both easy to accomplish and bring benefits.
Easy wins, like short but intensive bursts of exercise, increase fitness and give you more bang for your buck, an idiom which means that you get better results for the same amount of effort you put in. That's something everyone can appreciate. Even you, Neil.
Well, I'll definitely try to walk more, but remember, Sam, the body needs rest too.
And speaking of walking, isn't it time to reveal the answer to your question? How many steps does the UK government recommend we should walk a day? I guessed it was 5,000, so was I right?
You were close, Sam, but in fact, the correct answer is 10,000 steps a day. Although, as Zoe mentioned, walking fewer steps faster has benefits too. Okay, let's recap the vocabulary we've learned from our lazy guide to exercise, starting with New Year's resolution, a promise you make to yourself to do positive things in the coming year.
When you push yourself, you put more effort into what you're doing.
In a trade-off, you accept the disadvantages of something in order to get the benefits as well. Trade-off can also be used as a verb.
The adjective sedentary describes something which involves little exercise or physical activity.
An easy win is a task that is both easy to accomplish and brings positive results.
And finally, the idiom more bang for your buck means you get a better outcome for the same amount of effort you put into something. We hope your New Year's resolutions have made it into February. If there's just one you keep, make it joining us again soon for more topical chat here at 6 Minute English. Bye for now.
Bye.
6 Minute English.
Okay, so it was more about exercise, and I felt like most of the vocabs I already knew. So I need more focus on the listening part. So I tried to listen it properly, but yeah. So that's all for the day. Today I'm little worried about why I'm not able to perform well. Maybe I need to practice more, so I'll do it offline. But I have to work hard, and you have to work hard. Basically, everyone have to work hard if you want to see this reflection self reflection and progress, then you have to focus on the problems that you are facing or challenges that you are facing. Yep. So that's all for the day, and let's wrap up. And thank you so much, guys. Tomorrow we'll bounce back, and tomorrow I'll bounce back with more confidence. Maybe today wasn't my day, but tomorrow will be my day. Thank you so much, and bye bye.